Hello, everyone. My name is Greg Murphy, and beside me, I don't know how this is set up, but this is my partner and my good friend, Brad Klauser. And we wanted to, first off, how are you doing today, Brad?
Good, doing good. It's a wonderful day.
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, is what it is. So what we want to talk to you guys today is about our first ever live event that we're doing together, and we're calling it Selling Stuff Live 2020. And it's going to be April 17th and 18th in Indianapolis, Indiana. And we really want you guys to join us. We're going to be basically showing you guys exactly what it is we do to make a living, how do we feed our family, and how we make things happen. And the reason we're calling it Selling Stuff Live is because we try to think about a bunch of names because both of us, we have a background in books. We've been selling on Amazon. I've been selling on books on Amazon for the last decade or so. I've sold over, I think somewhere close to 1 million books on the Amazon platform.
Wow.
And between Amazon, eBay, and locally, over about 1 million books. And Brad's been doing books and retail arbitrage and all that other stuff. So we decided that instead of trying to come up with something catchy, we would just call it what it is that we do. We sell stuff on eBay, Amazon, all the marketplaces locally in brick and mortar, Shopify, all kinds of stuff. And so Brad and I decided that we're going to do this with you guys. We hope that you're going to be able to join us. And Brad, let's talk about some of the stuff that you're going to be covering while we at Selling Stuff Live, April 17th and 18th. Let's talk about some of the stuff that you're going to be covering.
Yeah, sure. So as Greg mentioned, we have a brick and mortar bookstore. We also sell full-time on Amazon. My specialty comes into retail arbitrage. That is what we do to feed the family and pay the bills. And retail arbitrage, we just go out to stores and we buy product most of the time at regular price, and then we sell it on Amazon for a profit. And we're going to be talking about that, different ways to look at where you can make the retail arbitrage work, how you can do replenishables, how to build your team to make that work for you, so you're not the one that's always shopping and packing and doing all that stuff. And that's a big portion of what I'm going to cover, because that's what I specialize in.
And we partnered over this past Q4 to we're buying for with Brad. So instead of it being having Brad having to go out and buy everything all by himself, what I have is I already have a team. We already have the infrastructure in place. So we sent our team out there, and Brad did what he does best, which is find stuff that we can sell over and over and over again. See, for a long time, Brad, I was not a fan of going out and shopping, and in fact, I'm still not. But the good news is that if we have something where every day you can go, or every week you go to Meijer or any of the big box stores, and you can buy something that you can then either bundle with something else or sell it by itself and make 20-30% on your money week in, week out, year after year. Thinking, well, that's silly. If we're going to be out in the field anyway, you might as well pick up this money that's literally just sitting on the ground. And my big question to you, Brad, is what all do you need to make this happen? I mean, I know that there's going to be people that are going to join us that have been selling for years and years, and there's probably going to be some people that are relatively new. Now, you see people with all kinds of equipment that use all different kinds of applications. What is it exactly that you need to have to make this work?
Well, you need a smartphone. You got to have that. The Amazon Seller app, which is free. And the only other thing we use is Keepa, which is a one paid app. But outside of that, that's really all you need. Maybe a can-do attitude.
There you go. But basically, if you have a phone that you can take duck face selfies and post on Facebook, or watch cat videos on YouTube, then you can do this, basically.
Yeah, 100%.
So, which is awesome, right? Because there's lots of stuff. If you wanted to get into bulk books the way that I started my business, that would certainly not be the answer that I would give. You would need quite a bit more to get started. But with the way you do things, you literally just need your phone. And how much is Keepa a month?
It's $17 a month is what we pay.
I think that sounds higher than what I pay. I could be wrong though. I'm bad at remembering that kind of stuff.
Well, it's like They don't charge you in US dollars originally. It's like 14 pounds or something because it's
Oh, okay.
a
That's what it
UK
is.
company.
Right. So
So,
yes, so less than $20 a month,
mhm.
and you could technically maybe get away with using the free version. But the way that that we teach how to make this happen is it is better for you. You'll save way more than $20 a month by having
Mhm.
the paid version of the Keep app.
Yeah, on your first item that you find and verify with Keepa, you've already paid for the app with that one item.
And the whole basis of Brad's retail business, retail arbitrage business, is buying stuff that you can sell over and over again. It's not
Mhm.
scanning at Meyer, scanning the clearance section for
Mhm.
10 hours a day, which anyone on the planet could do. It's not about
Mhm.
It's not about. In fact, most of the time, Brad, one of the things that got me really excited about it is you don't even use a scanner. One of those Bluetooth scanners. You just
Mhm.
will do some research on your phone.
Yep, just use the phone and the app itself, and there's a lot of people that like doing the clearance shopping, but if you're already doing that and you're already in the store and you add in the replenishables with retail arbitrage, then your every stop becomes profitable instead of you know it's kind of like hunting for gold when the clearance is there, but if there's no clearance, it's a wasted stop, but not when you're using our method for retail arbitrage.
And I go and I see what we send Sarah out there. She's the one that does most of the buying on our end. And I go and I see the stuff she brings back. And I'm thinking, how is this even possible? How can you buy this stuff, send it just seems, and this is stuff that's not rare, right? It's not like you're
Hmm.
going and racing on Black Friday, like down the aisles to try to find the only thing that's left. Like this
Yeah.
is stuff literally that you can buy each. And the reason we only buy so much of it is because it's sales velocity, right? If
Hmm.
we could buy more, if more sold, but it's an amazing business. And so last year, I think you said that you did about $500,000 in sales
Hmm. Hmm.
on the Amazon platform. Are you going to see that or better this year?
I think we're going to see. We were just under 500,000 last year. I think we're going to end in the 550, maybe the 600,000 range. Just depends on how the last few weeks of Q4 roll out.
Which obviously, right? Yeah, I mean that's a big one. And then we have textbook season in January. So yeah,
Yep. Hmm.
for sure, for sure. And
And one thing I was going to mention, Greg, with January, with retail arbitrage and doing some of the stuff we do in Q4, January is our second best sales month every year for retail arbitrage on Amazon.
is that true?
Yeah, and
Because I
it's
always hear
not the
people complain. I always hear people whine about January, like return
oh
or
no.
wary or whatever. Because oh
Oh,
no, everybody's sending all this.
you do get some returns, and they do extend the return period to 45 or maybe 90 days. I can't remember. It's pretty long. However, in January, all the people that get Amazon gift cards for Christmas, they just go to town with them, and you pick up a lot of sales, and especially the first few weeks of January.
Interesting. Plus, you also have textbook season coming up if
Hmm.
you're a book
Hmm.
guy at all.
Yep.
So we're going to be talking about all that. We're going to get way into the weeds, or we're going to get really into Brad's business model, how he does it, and we're going to go over some of the stuff that we talk about in our course that we built together. We're going to go over some of that in more detail and things that we've learned since then. But we're also going to talk about books because that's sort of what both Brad and I bring to the table as well. We're going to talk about how things are changing in the industry in general, and how, in my opinion, if you want to scale and all you're doing is selling on Amazon for books, you're leaving a whole lot of money on the table
Absolutely.
in a big, big way. eBay, locally, all that stuff. We're going to talk about how to get books to come to you, how that works, how to scale your business, how to outsource a good chunk of your bulk business, ways to do that locally. And it's just going to be a blast. We really hope that you join us April 17th and April 17th and 18th. There'll be a link somewhere around here that you'll be able to click and join us. And yeah, it's going to be a super great time. And we really hope that you can make it to be there with us. And not only that, Brad, but the thing about conferences, it's not just about the stuff that the speakers are talking about on stage. It's also the networking with other sellers that are there. Because what I find, I've been holding events for years now, and what I find the big thing is that people are coming back. About half the room are people that come back again and again and again because of you'll see little businesses form and partnerships form.
Mm-hmm.
And in fact, that's how we partnered up, was the
Yep.
last live event that I had.
Mm-hmm.
You got up and started talking about coffee and how you make this big business about coffee. And I'm like, well, I could do that. That's something to get out there.
Yep. And networking is definitely my favorite thing about conferences. Not that you didn't put on great presentations and the people the guest speakers and everything, but networking with everyone that was there. I'm still in contact with quite a few people from your event, and obviously our partnership was built from networking at that event as well.
So it's going to be a blast. We definitely hope you could join us. And yeah, if you have any questions, you can reach out. There'll be a contact form here somewhere. Depending on where when you're watching this video, there'll be a way to contact us. So thank you guys so much, and we'll talk to you soon.
See you guys.